Hey everyone, if you're in Cebu and you're looking for something totally different than the city, the beaches, and the malls to check out, then this is it. Up in the hills, hidden behind a neighborhood, is this Chinese temple that barely anyone really talks about on YouTube, and it's absolutely stunning. Incense, architecture, dragons, you get the whole lot. It's kind of like stepping into another country without having to actually leave the Philippines, which is pretty cool. This is the Cebu Taoist Temple, and I filmed this whole thing, and honestly, it might be one of the calmest little hidden gems that I was able to find in Cebu. If you're into hidden spots and peaceful vibes and stuff like this, then I just ask you hit the like button so I know to keep filming more of these. But let me show you around. So to get in, you gotta climb these really long winding stairs, and it was quite the hike. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not that many stairs, but when it's 40 degrees outside, you can definitely feel the heat coming down. But the higher you go up, the quieter it gets. There's no honking, no noise, just birds and wind. At some point, it legit felt like I wasn't even in the Philippines anymore. Now, there's no price to get in. The entry's actually free, which really surprised me actually for the Philippines. The architecture at this place was insane. It's all Chinese inspired, from red pillars to curved roofs and dragons, and there's something coiled around every corner. It's pretty amazing. Everything's super detailed. Tiles on the roof have very subtle patterns. Like, everything was to a T. I have no idea what any of it really meant or any of the designs represented, but it looks fire. You can tell this place wasn't just thrown together overnight. They really took care in the place when they built it. If you've been here before or you know anything more about this place, feel free to drop a comment and let me know what kind of information you got, because I'd love to hear it. When I stepped up to the main area, the first thing I noticed was the smell. It had a heavy scent of incense floating through the air. The place hit differently due to how quiet it was, probably. So the silence kind of just wrapped around you, along with the heavy smell of incense. It was weirdly calming, to be honest. Not in your traditional temple tour way. More like, hey, take a deep breath and chill for a sec. This is a special moment. So you're gonna want to be careful filming in a lot of the places in there. I know you're not allowed to film inside the main areas. When you're outside of the buildings, it's completely fine, but they are really strict, and there was a lot of security guards that were telling people where and where they cannot take pictures and videos. So just be cautious if you are planning on filming inside of there. There's this area where people come to pray and leave offerings. I didn't really want to be disrespectful, so I kept my distance. But just watching people go through their rituals was pretty beautiful. They've been doing this for generations, and that's something that I really respect. It's not just a tourist thing for a lot of the people that come to this temple. I mean, it's a part of their routine in a sense, or maybe even just their culture and tradition. I didn't grow up with any sort of tradition, so being around this kind of stuff makes me want to understand it more for sure. If you're into this kind of cultural spot, like, consider subscribing for me. I'm going to be hitting a lot of amazing places like this all over the Philippines this coming November. Okay, so this is the view, the money shot from the top of the temple. You can really see the whole city stretched out from here, and it's such a wild contrast. Looking over all the traffic and chaos and noise that you're subjected to when you're down in Cebu was pretty amazing. I could have sat there for probably a long time, just kind of thinking about life and my future. You know what happens when you look over a really nice view, you know, your thoughts just kind of rush into you. There was lots of little gardens and koi fish, trees tucked away, and spots that just sit and breathe, you know. And honestly, I didn't even talk while filming a lot of this. There was a lot of no talking and quiet only signs throughout the thing, so I didn't want to be that obnoxious YouTube vlogger. So I'm doing a voiceover now for you guys and just kind of piece things together as they come. Let me know if you prefer places like this, or you're kind of into the more chaotic stuff. I'd like to know what kind of adventurous / non-adventurous stuff that you guys are looking to see, so drop it down in the comments below. I think what surprised me most about this place is that it wasn't really super hyped online or YouTube. I couldn't find much information about it. I looked it up on Google and it does have a decent amount of reviews, but I couldn't really find a whole lot of content surrounding it, especially with no ticket price and not many tourists going there. I feel like it's kind of still a hidden gem in Cebu. That's definitely worth checking out. And that's kind of what makes it so special, is like you don't find this kind of place traditionally. So shout out to the guy that recommended us visiting it. So yeah, if you're in Cebu, I would definitely say don't skip this spot. Even if you're not religious and you're just kind of curious or a classic tourist, it's 100% worth your time. You don't always need the beach to feel calm. Sometimes these quiet temples hidden right inside the city of Cebu can give you all the peace and serenity that you are looking for. So if you enjoyed this vibe, I've got tons of more low-key gems coming soon, and please hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't already. I'll be back in November for a long-term Philippines trip, and I can't wait to share every day with you guys. So lock in, and I'll see you in the next one.